Hey everybody, this is Jessica Lynn of JessicaLynnOriginal Studios, and today I thought we'd make a paper crafting piece inspired by one of my favorite Disney movies, Monsters, Inc. And so what we're going to do is we're going to be cutting just lots of different shapes out, and we're going to randomly cut things, adjust shifting images, and we're going to create Mike Wazowski. I thought it'd be really fun. So I bought this frame at the Dollar Tree. It was only $1, so super inexpensive. And what I'm doing is, you can see I'm using the size of that to kind of get an idea or draw sort of a template for myself of what I'm going to do. So I don't want to go any bigger than 5 by 7. I want it just to be a nice little image that we're going to put on, you know, like on a shelf or something. Now, with Mike Wazowski, super easy. You don't put the whole Mike Wazowski, right? Because he always gets cut off. So we kind of have it where he's going to get cut off a little bit as well. But before we get started on that really quick, just a side note, again, my name is Jessica. I am the owner and artist of JessicaLynnOriginal Studios. We do rubber stamps, custom items as well. Don't forget to subscribe down in the bottom right-hand corner. I would love to have you come back and join us for additional videos. And if you're already subscribed, thank you. So I went ahead and found some green paper, and we're going to go ahead, and you can see I just made myself just a quick little half circle template. So now I'm going to trace that. Think of it kind of like sewing or pattern making, right? I made myself a pattern. Now I'm going to start building up all these paper pieces. So what I love about this is, think about, you know, you could use a Cricut or a Brother Scan and Cut, but what's really satisfying about paper piecing this way is that you're sitting there manually cutting out these little shapes and creating this image. And the best part is when you start to stack all of this and it comes to life. So we've got Mike Wazowski's base. So he's this little half circle. And you can see I cut out a whole bunch of other little shapes up in the top here. I just did some circles. That's going to be his big eyeball. And then we're going to use one of the smaller ones to be the black part of his eye. We're going to cut out 2 of the little green horns. We're going to do smaller ones for the black part of his eye. And then we're going to use that really small one. We're going to cut that out to be his little pupil dot. And as you can see, we went ahead and we cut out the little horns. That's what we're doing. And then we're going to want to make sure we have a background. So I decided to do the background just black. It could be really fun to use Christmas paper, or if you could find blue paper with some silver stars, that would be really beautiful. Again, remember, we don't want to be any larger than that picture frame. So if you work with a 4 by 6, if you build this on a 5 by 7, 8 by 10, 11 by 14, whatever you do, just remember that's going to be your pattern, okay? So let's go ahead and get this all cut out. And I am specifically not using the Brother Scan and Cut because I do want to show you that you can just paper, glue, you know, some creativity, create something very different and incorporate, like, for example, we love Disney, so we always try to incorporate a little bit of that into our decorations. For example, our Christmas tree actually has, instead of having a star on top, we actually have a Mickey hat. It's a Santa hat with Mickey ears. It's so cute. My husband jokingly put it up there after our star had broke, right after we got married. And we joked and I said, You know, that's actually kind of cute. And so many years later, we still do that. And our kids even, joke that, we have to have our Mickey hat on the tree. So it's the weird things like this that sort of start to create those family traditions or memories, that your kids will talk about for a long time. So if you have a little one that loves Monsters, Inc., this would be really fun to do like 3 or 4, depending on how many kids you have. Maybe you make a character for each kid. I think that would be a really fun way. Or maybe you could even do it above their stockings, right? So if, let's say you had 3 kids, you can make 3 different monsters from Monsters, Inc., or 3 different characters from whatever your favorite movie. It doesn't have to be Disney. And then what you could do is actually put those above where you're going to put the stockings. And that could be like every year. And then you put them with little Christmas hats, or you put holly and ivy, or little bells, or lots of whatever you want, right? But it would be so much fun because then each kid would know which one is theirs, especially if they have like a favorite monster. I mean, unless they all love Mike, then it's a little bit different. You have to deal with that. But there's other monsters. I mean, if you go watch Monsters University, there's a whole school of monsters to pick from. So, all right, so let's go ahead and cut out all these pieces. And again, all I did was I made myself a bunch of pattern pieces, different size circles that would mix and match. And now all I'm doing, super easy, I'm just going around, tracing them out and cutting them out. And then we're going to assemble once we have all of our pieces cut. Truly, this is the best part when you start to assemble, and I find myself doing it as I'm kind of cutting pieces because I want to see it kind of coming to life. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. Oh, perfect. Oh my gosh, look at his little eyeball. Oh my god, he's so cute. Now, for this one, I decided to just sort of, you could have put a Santa hat on him. We could have put, like a Frosty the Snowman hat. I mean, think about all the characters you know. You could have put a Buddy the Elf hat, Santa hat, whatever you like, right? So now we're going to go ahead and build this. And I decided to make him a little reindeer because I thought that would be so adorable. So you can see, there he is, just a little circle. We're going to put on his little horns. Perfect. One more. Again, this is just a fun, creative thing. You could do this with your kids. Like if you cut all the pieces out and you tell them you want them to assemble it, that would be a lot of fun to build this together. And again, it's just pieces all cut out. Oop, let me just recenter that over. There we go. A little bit. Perfect. And I did opt for 2 colors of the blue because I thought it would look like the shadow. Because if you look at your eye, it's darker around the outside, and then usually typically a little bit lighter on the inside. So I thought by putting the 2 layers of paper, it would kind of resemble that. And I actually think it does a pretty darn good job. I'm really happy with the way this looks. And the little white, literally that is a hole punch. So, you know, just right out. Perfect. I mean, look at that. That just brings that whole cute little... It's kind of creepy, like he's staring at me. But it's so cute because now he's right there. Now, these I just kind of freeformed and cut out little reindeer horns so you can see how cute that looks. Again, you could put all kinds of stuff on there. I mean, that's really the fun of this. You know, I show you one option, but there are so many more. I mean, I could make, you know, 100 Mike Wazowskis, and maybe it's not just Christmas. Maybe you make this for Halloween, Valentine's Day. I mean, really, what do your kids like? If they love this stuff, well, how fun is that? Like, if you made a whole bunch of them, or make it mix and match so that he could just change, you know, pieces. Just ideas. Now, for mine, I actually made this for my youngest, and so I put a little note on the back on the inside that I'm going to put in there. And then what I love is that, you know, many, many years from now, you know, hopefully she will come back to home and see this as she's growing up, when she moves out on her own. And, you know, one day this will be hers, and maybe she'll be digging through stuff and she'll open it up and find that special note inside. And I just think that's like, that's what this stuff is all about. You know what I mean? It's about building memories. It's about creating things that, you know, you can't just go and get at the store. And that's one of the things that I love about paper crafting and card making. You know, it's not like you just walked into the store and went, yep, that's good enough. You know, I mean, look how cool this is. You know, she is currently in love with that whole series. And, oop, the little light from my thing. It's pretty funny. And so I think that'll be really fun for her. Now, once it all fits and we say, you know, what else could I do? Does it need something a little more? You might want to take like a silver pen, and you could add stars in the background. Or, you know, for example, I decided to go in and take some of the glossy accents, and I'm actually going to glossy up his eyeball so that it's bold and sort of like he's staring at me. So this is going to look so cool. I can't wait. I mean, and again, how long did that take? 15, 20 minutes? You know, what a super quick and easy craft that will mean a lot. Yeah, again, why I love paper crafting, why I even got into the whole business of stamping and learning that whole art was I love to draw, but to be able to create things for people that are one of a kind, you know, from your heart. I mean, right now we're kind of living in that whole mass-produced world, so it's so nice to get something that was original, one of a kind, made with the heart. You know, I think that it was wet enough here. I'm just going to kind of, because I don't want it super thick, because otherwise it'll stick to the glass. There we go. I just want it shiny. There we go. This is cute. I love glossy accents. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Jessica Lynn. I am the owner and artist of Jessica Lynn Original Studios at JessicaLynnOriginal.com. Be sure to take a look at our website. In the bottom right hand corner, there's that little red subscribe, so please go ahead and do that, as we would love to have you come back and watch more of our videos. Or if you're like, you know what else, what is out there? Go and look. We've got a lot of videos out there. Definitely go take a look and get inspired. And don't forget to subscribe, like this video so more people who enjoy crafting are able to find our videos. And then I'd love to hear from you down below. Have you done anything like this before? I would love to hear it. So thank you again, and I hope that you have a wonderful holiday, and I hope you were able to find some time to relax, unwind, maybe do some crafting with the family, and just take a moment to enjoy this holiday season before 2022 arrives at all of our front doors. Take care, everybody.